Well, we're talking about cultivation of marijuana, and the first thing I got to ask you is how long have you been doing this?
Honestly, it's been probably 1976 or 77. A few plants here and a few plants there. And then there was a dear friend who said, I have something really special I'd like you to try. And it was it was very enlightening. It was a lot of fun. It was very scary, and didn't really know that much. I knew about planting vegetables and flowers, but what about this marijuana? And it was unique. It was a unique experience. There weren't a lot of books that you could read to tell you how to do it, where to do it, and just every step of the way. So it's like being a mother for the first time. You're like, what do I do next? And it seemed like the longest 6 months of my life
Now, when you say scary, expand on that.
because it was highly illegal. Very few people were really doing it. And you didn't always want anyone to know. You could only tell a few people because you don't want, at that time, you did not want everyone to know what you were doing.
Well, what were the repercussions back then, and what was the man like then when you were trying to grow undercover?
Well, it was before helicopters. There were a lot of narcs, a lot of undercover police department types that would wander around this rural county that's really vast in itself. And the only helicopters that I was familiar with were in the air, red tagging people because they were building illicit homes without code. Okay, so then they brought in, too many people were growing marijuana then. Too many people to their liking, I should say. And it's highly against the law, period. That's what you know. You could go to prison, you could go to jail. And like myself, many families have children, and you don't want to leave your home to have your home taken away or to go and do time for growing marijuana. And I have fond memories of growing it in the corn, growing it with the tomatoes, and trying to incorporate it into just my everyday life, and give it this very natural feeling. And yet I do know what it was like to have to go far out into the woods and try to take care of something that you had to haul water to, and stumble and fall, and just learn to be more of a in the hills type of gal.
Were there many women like yourself doing this, or was this more of a man's profession?
It was more men doing it and wives and girlfriends participating, wanting to be of help.
So give me a female perspective of this.
It was hard. It was really hard. And always presenting myself to the rest of my world as life as we know it, and be very natural about it. And yet there was something exciting about, at some point during the years, of putting on a pair of camo pants, and I was just like the guys. And I'd never been kind of just like the guys, but I enjoyed that part of it.
Well, what is the difference between then and now?
I have the security of, it's a feeling. It is the feeling that everything is okay. It's as okay for me to grow cabbage, and I can grow marijuana as well. And it's natural. It feels really natural. And the best part is that the element of fear has been taken away.
That's good karma. You deserve this, don't you?
The feeling good part, absolutely. Yeah.
Describe the feeling bad part of the past. I mean, describe the fears.
The fear of, oh my God, I hear a helicopter in the distance. My hearing became very acute. And what to do. Think fast. Do something. Protect yourself. Always. There's nothing more horrible than to have to live in fear. And I know that as well as my contemporaries know that very well.
Describe some of the things that victims, loved ones, people that you cared about What are some of the horror stories of eradication and the legal part of this?
Being chased by helicopters, being caught by the man, being led away in handcuffs, put in a patrol car, uh, friends and family that have gone away and spent 6 years, 5 years, 2 years, family members that have had to abide by all rules, all laws, not ever get in trouble because the thought or the fear of having to go away again and having all possessions removed and your life as you once knew it.
Amazing.